What are you doing? Are you chasing your goal? Are you doing somebody else's goal? What are you doing? Because whatever action you are doing to step forward, to continue in life, to do during the time that you and I have, determines what your future looks like. And I say that coming from the perspective of, are you doing something really hard to say that you can do it? Or are you doing it because that you actually want to do it? And I think that takes a step back from pride, and it makes you think about, what do you actually want to do? And figuring that out, deciding what you want to do, will honestly guide you to where you want to be. Because if you are struggling with what you are doing right now, from the perspective of that you have no ambition to do it, whether you have no drive to do it, no like passion or yearning to do that one thing, then why are you doing it? And if that answer is a long-term answer, then good. But if that answer is, I don't know, good as well. Because I guess from the area of uncertainty, you are learning every single thing that you need to get to that next point. That's at least what I'm telling myself. Because when you are grinding, when you are finally in that zone of efficiency, you allow yourself time. You allow yourself that ability to use that time to get what is needed to be done. And when you feel like you're doing something abstractly for no reason, that passion is little to none. That passion has faded out. And when it comes to that point and when you experience that to the max, you feel motivated, you feel like you have no determination, you have no yearning to exhibit those actions like you used to. And so be it. Because sometimes you have to just push through it, turn off, and get it done. While other times, you need to feel. Sometimes you can't just put it in the back of the burner and turn it on and deal with it later. Sometimes you have to deal with it now, and that's okay. Either way is fine. Honestly, as long as you're making progress one way or another. And I think when we think of progress, we think of it as being absolutely linear or absolutely perfect. But in actuality, progress looks like the stock market. It goes forward, but it can go down and up, and then, you know what I'm saying? Because I think there's that concept of 2 steps forward, or 1 step forward, 2 steps back. But you and I never go backwards. You and I never go backwards in time. It's either one trajectory or another trajectory. But in actuality, it's the absolute value of both, up and down. Because regardless of whether it's a good day or a bad day, you still make progress to the next day. Whether it is a positive incline or a negative decline, you are still, even though you still have like rise, you also have run. And I think you need to remember that even though you feel like you're not chasing anything, even though you're not doing anything that you actually want to do and you have the zeal for, you're still making progress one way or another. And I think it's really easy to get in the headspace of, oh, rainbows, sunshines, kitties, and butterflies. But there's gonna be tough times. There's gonna be times you're gonna have to sacrifice. There's gonna be times that you're gonna have to shut off and just go. And you just have to learn when those times are worth it. I think I saw this TikTok video, and it was this dad who hadn't seen or didn't see his daughter for her birthday. And I think, I'm so sorry, it's like almost 12 and I've been up since like 5:30 because I did like some practice this morning, but like I had to get like test corrections done and like a lab report done. But anyways, this dad sent his daughter a video of, he was like, I'm so sorry, honey, I haven't been at your birthday for the past couple of years. Like, I love you so much. I'm so proud of you. And that absolutely broke my heart, because it's a hard balance between figuring out what you need to do and what you deep down want to do. And I think drawing that fine line is something that's super hard, because you want to do what's best for your family, but it's not is what's the easiest choice, because you are maybe that breadwinner, maybe you are that financial stability, maybe you're everything to your family, but you're not there physically. And I think when you're pulled in both directions, when you're pulled between two lives, some are going to take more than the other, and sometimes it's going to be the other way around. And I think when you decide when to lean more the other way, from the perspective of going from extreme to extreme, sometimes that just happens, you know. I was talking to a guy, and he's like a lot older and is basically an entrepreneur, and he told me that he went to Germany like 3 times in the summer, that it was on paper really fun and glamorous and glitzy, but he missed his kids' soccer games. He missed everything of the summer with his kids, and that was kind of it. That was his drawing line, and I think you need to figure that out, because sometimes you do need to sacrifice, like I mentioned, but not all the time. When you end up sacrificing too much, too often, it's not worth it. And I think drawing boundaries is what you need to do. And I think that to give yourself a little bit of rest after that sacrifice, because it's a lot, and you deserve a lot, and you deserve so much. And I want you to know that even though you feel like you don't have a purpose, that you don't have a dream that you're actually pursuing, that you are. You have a goal. You have a dream that you are working on bit by bit, piece by piece, little by little. And you are saving that piece for yourself. You are doing that one thing for yourself. And honestly, even if that means having to let down people, it does. If that means making up for yourself. Because at the end of the day, you need to prioritize yourself. You need to put yourself first, because you matter. You and every single thing that you care about matters. And you shouldn't forget that. You shouldn't forget how valuable you are, and how no one else can take that space away from you. And that you take up space, but in a good way. That when people see you come into a classroom, when people notice your presence, they notice you for a good reason. And I don't want you to doubt that. So I want to leave you with this. Even though your life right now might feel pointless, might feel like it's a burden, it doesn't mean that you're not making progress to your goal. Because you never know how far you're actually going from where you started a week ago. Even though it might have had a down trajectory, let's say from here, a down trajectory, look how far you've come. All this way, and then some. Give yourself credit where credit is due. Food for thought.